Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to episode 4 of Invasion Talk. This time around I'm kicking things off with my Pyromancer build, and this is my favorite build to invade with these days. I think it kinda takes a significantly higher amount of precision and patience than any of my other builds that I possess currently. This first fight is what I like to call a sad face moment. You'll probably see what I'm talking about towards the end, but I do have some updated build info for this character, as you guys might have noticed. Oh man, I almost threw it away right there, but the only thing that I've really changed is I've added Lingering Flame to the lineup of pyromancies. I'm undecided on the usefulness of Lingering Flame. Oh yeah, and there's what I was talking about earlier. Oh boy, that knockback, man. I went flying after blocking that attack. Damn it. And I've just been invaded by an Arbiter Spirit who promptly starts shooting at me from afar, and for a minute there, I thought he was gonna camp that bridge and just shoot arrows at me, but he ended up charging me, so props to that guy for coming at me. But he ends up getting guard crushed really early on. That was pretty awkward. I did not expect that. You know, Lingering Flame, I have quite a bit of cast speed on this guy. Quite a bit, but Lingering Flame just comes out so slowly. I am unsure of its viability overall, but I did discover pretty quickly that it has its uses. That's for sure. It definitely has its uses. I think I might start mixing in Lingering Flame in this fight right here. I don't think it's with too much success though. It kind of takes me a little while to get on point with Lingering Flame and actually start making some use of it. All the fights in this episode are just in the same session. In fact, I think that, yeah, pretty much every episode I've done so far is just recorded in about an hour and a half, 2-hour session. Sometimes some sessions are better than others, obviously. This one I was able to get a few good fights, and it was actually quite refreshing because my last few sessions before that, I'm not really getting that many satisfying fights for one reason or another, and that's to be expected. I saw that he was trying to hunt pretty hard for the backstabs there, so I tried to hit him up with the Great Combustion and ended up fumbling a cast on Forbidden Sun, which happened to be out of charges. That was kind of a close call. I know that Great Combustion is probably a pretty damn frustrating spell to fight against. The hitbox is... well, I think the hitbox itself is fine, actually. It's just that it lingers a little bit too long. I feel like it lingers a half second later, even after the flame has disappeared, which, that's pretty crappy. It's definitely pretty crappy, but I kind of get a guilty pleasure hitting people with that as they try to roll behind me. I don't know, it's wrong, but I can't help but enjoy it just a little bit. You know, halberd type weapons are pretty deadly all of a sudden. I know that they buffed a whole slew of weapons in the latest patch. I'm not sure how many halberd class weapons got a buff, to be totally honest. It's been a long time since I looked at those notes, but I used the old Knight Halberd on actually the build that's coming up quite shortly, it's a weapon that is deadly as hell now. The 2-hit combo from the R1s, most of the time, certainly if I have it buffed with Dark Resin or something like that, it does over 1,000 damage most of the time. And that's pretty damn significant for a 2-hit combo, man. That guy almost 2-shot me earlier in that 2-hit combo. I don't have much health on any of my builds, and perhaps that's an oversight on my part, but I mean, I think 2,000 HP is max for me. I don't really feel like going above that. However, most of the time, when I'm running into other players in invasions, they normally have over 2,000. It's most of the time around 2,200, but I've seen people up there, man, especially lately. They're probably pretty high level, but yeah, man, I'm seeing a lot of like 2,600, 2,700 lately. My goodness, that's a lot of HP for me. I thought that was a good parry attempt right there. I thought that was going to land, but watching the replay, I guess it was a little bit late, in fact, but it's okay, because I can get a nice setup parry as a little bit of redemption there. I'm not sure if people have wised up to the setup parry now, but I was getting setup parries left and right whenever this game came out, and all of a sudden, I hardly ever get a setup parry anymore. People, once they see that first attack deflect, they're not following up with the second attack much anymore. And if they do start following up with additional attacks, it's mostly because they have a very fast weapon that is either incredibly difficult to set up parry or impossible. But people with slow weapons that can be parried, slower type weapons that can be parried rather, they've wised up significantly since the game came out. Definitely don't get too many setup parries anymore. But I get a nice little fight back here in one of my favorite areas to both invade and fight in. I love fighting back here in the Sunlight Altar area. It's just a really nice little arena to have a scrap with somebody. Really nice atmosphere. But this fight, I am up against a Havel monster, and he's using the curved Dragon Greatsword. Yeah, see, that's that 2-hit combo I'm talking about, man. That was pretty good damage right there, and obviously I'm fighting someone that has pretty damn high defenses. So, there's something about this curved Dragon Greatsword's R2s. They seem to hit you sometimes, even when you're not even remotely close. You probably saw that a little bit earlier. I mean, I rolled, way out of the way of that one attack, and it still clipped me somehow. Not really sure what that's all about, but it's Dark Souls 2. I hit him up with the Lloyds though, and I think he kind of froze up once he saw that he couldn't heal anymore. That happens. Lloyds can actually be effective sometimes, and there's another one of those 2-hit combos. Ugh, I almost feel dirty sometimes pulling that off on people. But you're about to see me trying desperately to guard break, but failing miserably. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. I'll catch you on the next one.